Now, we all want to see a COVID-19 vaccine, don't we? And there are hopes that one could be available as early as Christmas. And scientists say that they hope it would have a significant impact on hospital admissions and deaths.
But is a vaccine the silver bullet, and will it allow life to go back to normal? Joining us now is Senior Clinical Lecturer and Expert in Communicable Disease Control at the University of Exeter, Dr. Bharat Pankhania, and Vicar of South Brent and former Deputy Chief Medical Officer for England. Good morning to you, Reverend Professor Gina Radford. Also, we have Tim Eason, who is volunteering in the Novavax COVID-19 vaccine trial. And Tim, you're due to have your first vaccine tomorrow. I mean, that in itself must be quite an exciting thing for you. Why did you volunteer? I mean, it's an American company, isn't it? I think they're sort of doing trials in this country. Just tell us about why you got involved and why you're passionate about being in it.
Well, I think the only way we're going to beat this virus is through a vaccine. There are very few viruses which are actually cured. So if you think about things like polio, smallpox, measles, mumps, rubella, the reason they're not rife in the population is because of vaccines. The herd immunity argument really doesn't stand up, because so far only 8% of British people have been immunised, infected. And even if that gives them immunity, you need about 90% before you get what they call herd immunity. So it's taken 8 months to get 8%. And I don't think I want to go through another 82 months of what we've been going through. So, I'm very, very keen to help in any way that I can to get a vaccine out there.
So you feel positive. Are you nervous at all, by the way? Because, you are part of a trial. Are there any nerves, or do you feel so positive about what a vaccine can do? You just are going to go for it?
I'm just going to go for it because the trial, actually, as it happens, the trial I'm going to is a phase 3 trial, which means that the phase 1 and 2 check the safety and the possible efficacy, and the phase 3 trial then looks at, does it actually work in a population? So I have no concerns at all about safety now.
Well, very good. And Dr. Bharat Pankhania, you're listening to that. I mean, we need people like Tim to do this, and he's embracing it, and you can see why, and we all want a vaccine to be developed. Are we in danger, though, of seeing it as the silver bullet to answer all problems and life can get back to normal? Do you have concerns that that's how we're viewing it?
Yes, good morning. I would really like the vaccine somewhere on our planet to work. Of course I would, but we need to be measured and be very cautious. Therefore, it is not a silver bullet. What will help is all range of measures and interventions, from vaccines to medications to simple infection control. And with respect to the vaccines, what we need to be also aware of is that we need to know that it has proper efficacy and proper immunity in the target group that we wish to protect. So elderly people, people with immune suppressive illnesses, etc., often don't mount a good immune response. So what we've got to be careful is, when we give this selected vaccine, does it work? Does it work long enough to protect them? Will we have to give them, for example, boosters, etc.? Having said all that, of course, I'm very positive, but it's not something that's going to happen tomorrow or in the next 3 months. It slowly does it, and we mustn't raise false hopes.
I mean,